Good morning everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a little bit of a croaky voice. I am so sorry. I woke up with a sore throat. A little bit of a sore throat, not too much. I have drunk a bit of chamomile tea with honey and it seems not to be too bad now, so I chose to film. But I hope it doesn't bother you. On today's video, I'll be swatching these gorgeous little watercolor samples that were sent to me by Deep Light. Deep Light are a watercolor company in Latvia. They make handmade watercolors and they're lovely. They're absolutely lovely watercolors. In my previous video, I swatched the palette that Deep Light sent me, very generously sent me, and today I'll be swatching these lovely little samples. In my last video, I said at the end that I would finish the video and go and do some painting, which I did because I was so excited. I wanted to try the paints out, like, you know, on a piece. So I did a small piece in my sketchbook here with the colours. I made this little bird. The bird is my interpretation of the white wagtail, which is the national bird of Latvia, I believe. Also Google tells me, and I hope Google's right. And I paired it with some daisies, which are the national flower of Latvia. I sound so croaky, I am so sorry. So yeah, I really like them, really like working with them. And I can't wait to try the samples that they sent me. I made a little watercolor template, as is my habit to do, and I'll be swatching them in here with my newly bought, may I add, Da Vinci Maestro number 4. I bit the bullet and bought a new one because my last one, my old one, was looking quite rough. It was looking quite rough, and I'm going to break it in today with you. So I'm back and I have begun swatching, and I'm going to start with Cowslip, which looks like a very happy yellow. I'm going to try and do mass tone and dilute it, as I usually do, so you get a good idea of what they look like. Oh, this is very transparent. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's like a lemon yellow. Middle lemon yellow, I would say. Ah, the joys of working with a new brush. This feels so nice to work with. Let's see. And dilute it. Oh, that is just such a lovely soft yellow. It's beautiful. Very transparent. The next one is called Golden Gold Ochre. I am going to start with mass tone. Oh, it's lovely. beautiful earthy yellow. Lovely. Next one I'm very excited about. It's called Gerda's Pink, and I've seen it on their website, and yes, I have drooled over it, so I'm very excited too. Oh my god, that looks like a rose doré, and I love rose doré. Oh, that is so beautiful. Oh, pick a bit more colour. Oh my goodness, I love that. Oh my goodness, that is beautiful. I knew I was going to love this colour when I saw it on their site. It looks so lovely and diluted. Diluted is going to look heavenly, I'm sure. All right, a little bit more. That is dreamy. That is so pretty. That is so pretty. Oh, I love that. Next, I have Wildberry. This looks like a violet. Ah, lovely. Lovely. And diluted. This is a really nice violet for mixing, I think. It's leaning towards red, I believe. Yeah, looks lovely. Next I have Cherry Blossom. It looks like a pastel violet, lilac. Let's see. It looks like it's going to be quite opaque. Yeah, it's opaque, but very, very pretty. It's almost like gouache. Yeah, it's so, so sweet when it's diluted. Look at that. It's so sweet. Oh, that's lovely. Next I have another colour that I think will be opaque. It's called Mint. Yeah, it's very creamy, very gouache-like. Let's move the palette a little bit. Yeah, very pretty. I love minty colours. dilute it. It's almost like a minty white, like a cool white. Next I have Masha, which is a olivey green, possibly. Ah, it's a vibrant green. Yeah, very good for mixing greens, this would be. Good in your palette if you want to do mixing. And dilute it. Lovely. They're so happy, these colours. They're so joyful, but in a very quiet way, these ones especially. They're quietly joyful. Next I have River. Which I think I'm going to like. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, that is so lovely. Let me swatch that. A bit more colour. Oh, I love that green. This is so lovely. I love blue greens. Diluted. Lovely. Next I'm going to have to move my sketchbook. By the way, I'm using a Hannah Muller 100% cotton sketchbook. I'm just going to move that a little bit. The next one is Fern. This is again an olivey green, but less saturated, I think, than the Masha. I think deep light do wonders with greens, especially, and blues. Greens and blues, well, I can't, you know, pinks as well. That Gerda's pink is beautiful. Their greens though, it's just so pretty. It's lovely. Beautiful colour. Look how they glide on the paper. And the next one is called Forget Me Not. It looks like a lovely blue. Or, could be a lilac blue, which would make sense. The name Forget Me Not. Oh my goodness, that is beautiful. Very creamy. Oh, that is gorgeous. It's lovely. Diluted. Lovely. Just lovely. Just bring them all into focus again. They're lovely. I love how these pastel colours are muted. They're not like that vibrant pastels that you can get. I love this Gerda's pink. I absolutely adore that colour. It's beautiful. And the river. And the golden gold ochre. And the Forget Me Not. And the fern. They're all very, very lovely. God, how can colours take my breath away like that? I don't know. I mean, the granulation is coming through on the river here. And so it's the same for the fern. The Gerda's pink looks like Rose Dory so much. It's beautiful. But it's a lovely Rose Dory. The wild berry, which would, that would be so good in mixes. They're lovely. They're lovely. The Cowslip is so happy. So happy. So this was my short video of swatching the deep light watercolours. These little watercolour samples that were sent to me by Deep Light. And I thank them very, very much again for being so generous and kind. Next week I'll be back with some watercolours that I am expecting in the post. The post office says they're in the country, so that's good. But I'm trying to be optimistic that they will arrive in time for my next video next week. There's some colours that I'm, would like to share with you. The colours that I'm trying out for the first time again. I'd like to thank you all for being here. Thank you so much for watching and for sharing in the comments, or if you're at the premiere and talking about colours and showing this love of colour with each other and with me. I feel very honoured that you do. A little awkward bit at the end. If you like this video, please like the video. If no pressure if you do like the video, because it helps the channel to grow. If you would like to see more of my videos where I talk a lot about colour with not so much of a croaky voice, I hope, and talk about watercolours in particular, and watercolour surfaces and brushes and things like that, which I hope to do in the future, and watercolour palette building, which I'm really excited to be doing soon. Please subscribe and hit the notification button so that YouTube will tell you when I have a video up. And if you would like to leave a comment, that comments always make me happy. love to read your comments. Thank you all for being here. Thank you so much. And I will see you next week. Keep safe, keep creative, and keep hopeful. Keep hopeful. Hold on to that hope. See you next week. Bye. Bye.